Welcome everyone to Combat Wrestling Trivia Sports. The Clash of the Combatants Sports Edition is continuing with our final round 2 matchup before we go to that deep round 3, because this is a very important matchup, because as you see in the chat, so thank you for the subscription, dude, but dude says, hoping Turner loses to keep my dreams alive. Because if you do win,
probably going to happen, dude. Don't worry about it.
His dreams are crushed forever. I don't know why all the comments are appearing up there, but we'll figure that out in the future. We'll just roll with it. We'll roll with it. Thank you to everyone for being here. We're going to put on our sports background music and lower it down a little bit so it's not as high, because that's just silly, but we need some ambiance. All right. So, coming off that big win over the dude last week, Michael Turner, or not last week, last round, Michael Turner, you defeated the dude who was an odds-on favorite for this bracket. After no studying, and here you go, another match with Brandon, who's another big sports guy with no studying again. Will it continue this tonight?
No, absolutely not. I used up all my luck in the Lights Out tag team shenanigans. Go back and watch that if you haven't watched that. That was a lot of fun.
No, you don't
my two fellow competitors here say you do not need to watch that, but I say you do, because it was a rip-roaring good time. But yeah, I have not studied at all for this. I was vastly in over my head in this competition and somehow lucked into a win in the first round. I do not anticipate that happening, but we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. So we will see what happens. Who is in our chat tonight? Dude says, Brandon, the Drunk Match champion, win the CWT Drunk Match title, currently held by Joey Suba, is currently a double champion after winning after doing it in a CWT Family Feud. He says, I don't know who said I was a favorite. I don't know, probably Steve. Colin Andrew is here. What's up, man? It's been a long time. Welcome in, man. And he says, but you beat the Pepperoni Factory. You sure did. You finally did it. You finally did it. And you use sports expert JPO and not sports expert Joey
That's right.
Suba. All right.
I still love you, Joey, if you're watching.
Yes, absolutely. We do love Joey Suba. He's our Drunk Match champion and our world champion. But someone who is, no stranger now to CWT. He might have been like 2 months ago, but he's back here now. It's Brandon, the guy who I, has my tag team championship partner for about 3 minutes. But Brandon, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing better than Monday. I'm a bit confused though. We were supposed to study for this. You keep saying I didn't study. Like, what?
I've never studied for trivia. I have no reason to.
Famous movie trivia competitor Brandon Cohen does not study. That's what I'm known for, and I will always be known for that, because we have better stuff to do, like watching sports.
There you go.
That's true.
And
I do love sports.
Oh yeah, so I'm hoping to keep this. We'll have a better match than last time. I won last time, but on the back of Jonathan Quick, like I have many times as a Kings fan. But besides that, I didn't really have the best match, so hopefully do a little bit better this time.
Absolutely. And dude also says, and not being a nerd. Yeah, no one likes nerds. Colin Andrew says, life's been good to see you guys.
Suck.
Yeah, nerds are stupid. I totally just bought like 2 Lego F1 cars tonight, but it's fine.
Nerds are terrible.
All right. Yeah, good to see you, though, Colin. Thanks for being here. Death taxes is Steve Mason favorite curse. That is a thing. And he says the 2012 Cup haunts me still. Yes, fuck the Devils. Anyway, we are going to... Oh, God. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. I forgot a question copied weird. But while I look that up, we're going to go and tell you how this works. Because today, your rules, just like always for sports, is... Each player shows in a first round strength that is broken down to 2 questions each. Then a 4-point question, random Big Four sport will be asked with 4 possible answers. 1 point per correct answer. And Michael Turner, you will be verbal tonight, so we'll do the game here. But for your first strength was Steve Smith Sr., Panthers legend. And we need you guys to tell us, in which year did Steve Smith Sr. announce his retirement from the NFL? And take your time with this, because I need to look stuff up. Because I can't remember what I wrote for that question.
Nice.
Because I have the answer there. I'm like, because this question was in that second block, because I think I copied it weird.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm locked in.
too much time. I've changed my answer 3 times now. This is a bad idea.
See, making you do that.
I go up 1 more year.
There, that works. Okay. All right. Turner, what do we have?
I said 2013.
And Brandon.
I said 2018.
Brandon, you were so close. It was 2017.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
No
I
points on the board.
I had 16 and then I went to 18.
Dude says he needs this match to have a score of 2-1 with Brandon winning.
I
Nice.
can do that.
All
Oh,
right.
maybe.
Well, it could still happen. It could still happen. So we're going to move on to your second question to Steve Smith Sr. And it is, on his podcast in 2023, Steve Smith Sr. referred to which Broncos wide receiver as a jag? Just a guy. This was a big part on his Wikipedia. Apparently, this was a big scandal because this guy was pissed.
Oh, wow. Locked in.
Locked in.
I got an answer.
All right, you have an answer. Brandon, what is your answer?
Jerry Judy.
And, oh, fuck. I totally
Oh.
fucked that up. What were you going to say, Turner?
I was going to say Brandon Marshall.
Okay. It is Jerry Judy. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for being honest, Turner. Appreciate
Of
it.
course.
I'm not used to going to you first, so. If,
You're fine.
Topher's here, my head's,
That
automatically,
was I
going
should
Topher
have.
first.
I should have paused.
No,
You're
all
fine.
right. Turner is an honest man. That's why he's the distinguished gentleman. All right. So, yes, Jerry Judy was your correct answer. But
I thought it was an old thing, not a new
I
receiver.
wasn't sure. I was like, I'll just name a current
You're right.
Bronco.
All right, so we're going to move on to the dunk contest in the 2010s. And your question is, which current member of the Shangzi Lungs of the Chinese Basketball Association was the winner of the contest in 2019?
Sure, that's a thing.
You're not a big fan of the CBA?
No.
Do you think the CBA has a CBA? Or do they just tell them shut up and play?
Here's your 5 grains of rice.
Oh, God. Dude says the 2-1 Dream is still alive. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
And it is still alive for those of you in the chat, because if you are in the chat, you can go ahead and you can bet those loonies, those channel points that you have earned by watching me. And you can bet them on Turner. You can bet them on Brandon. The choice is yours.
Don't bet them on me. I'm locked in.
Don't skew the viewers. They can bet. They can bet them on whoever they will please. Okay.
I have no freaking
Michael
clue.
Turner, who is the current member of the Shanxi Lungs?
Yao Ming.
And Brandon.
Hamadou Diallo. Or how do you pronounce it?
Sure, that's what I have on my board, and you did a pretty good job of that. But yeah, that is the correct
I
answer.
picked that category. I was like, that's the only name I don't know, so I'm gonna commit that name to memory.
I
'cause
think
know
that's
it.
why I wrote that question.
Yeah, everyone else I've heard of in that decade, except for that.
Dude said he's gonna fuck around and put it all on Turner. He said I don't gamble, but he did.
You shouldn't gamble.
He did have a correct answer with Hamadou Diallo,
Right.
and he actually spelled. No, he did spell right. So close, dude. I was like, how do you spell that right? But you can't spell like Rey Mysterio right. All right. And your second question is: in 2012, the NBA dunk contest for the first time ever had viewers vote on the finals using which app? Mysterio.
Locked in.
A little outside of the realm of like blah 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 to blah blah blah. Michael Turner, which app was it?
I'm going to say our favorite bird app, X/Twitter.
And Brayden.
Put Twitter.
Twitter is the correct answer. You could use hashtag whoever you voted for that night to vote for them on Twitter, because that was a thing back in the day. So yes, Turner, you're on the board 1-3. But now I got to bring up our wheel, and we got to figure out which categories we still have left for our 4-pointers. So in the 4-pointers, we still have available NHL and NFL. NBA and MLB are off the wheel. So you got the NHL, you got the NFL, whichever one it lands on.
One I really want, one I don't want.
You don't like the NFL, eh? All right, well, we're going to find out. Hopefully this doesn't just keep landing on MLB and NBA for the rest of eternity.
It'd be hilarious.
It is the NBA. I don't want to reset this wheel, so we're just gonna keep going with it.
Go with.
And it is the NBA.
NBA.
All right.
It's closer to NFL. Just do NFL.
Nope. We're a legit league here, sir. Actually, we just lost half our viewers since I started spinning
Oh
this
boy.
wheel.
Go.
MLB.
MLB.
MLB is not one that we can do. So all you people watching at home, I hope you enjoy Wheel Spinning Simulator.
This is great comedy.
Wheel Spin Simulator live on Twitch.
NHL.
It's gonna land on NHL. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna remove that from
Next
the
match,
screen.
you just spin it so you get to NFL.
Right.
So, here at NHL, and Turner, you are currently not in the lead. So, would you like to hear the 4-pointer for the NHL, number 1 or number 2?
1.
Number 1 it is.
1 or 2.
1 or 2. So your 4-point question today in the NHL is, you might be able to get this one, Turner. I know you don't like hockey, but who are the 4 most recent countries where the first overall pick in the NHL draft have come from?
At least I know countries, so I mean, it's better than picking players.
So yes, who are the 4 most recent countries where the first overall pick in the NHL draft have come from? Dude says he's still here. Yes, you are, because I said our viewers went from 4 to 2.
I'm locked in.
Alright, so we'll wait for Brandon. We'll give you guys a little bit more time, even though you're locked in, Turner, because that's how we do things here. Oh man.
I'm good.
We're good.
Okay, so let me bring up my thing again. Turner, what do you have?
I said Sweden,
Okay,
Finland,
okay,
Canada,
yeah.
and the United States of America.
Brandon.
I'll make it easy on you. I said the exact same thing.
Nice.
All right, well, your correct answers
Four
are what? The correct
The
answers
four-
are Canada, the United States, Sweden, and Slovakia.
Oh, I had Slovenia, and then I was like, only on the Kopitar.
So you both got 3. That is, making this game 4-6. So Turner, you managed to go 3 for 4 in hockey. Is what it is, man. We're in
I can
there.
retire.
There's only 1 NHL remaining, which I'm sure in our Barber Suba match he's very hoping for, because that'll very much help out our good friend Joey. But we're going to go to round number 2 with a score of 4-6. Round number 2. Each player shows in the second strength. They'll be broken down to 4 questions each. Each player only answered their own questions, and there's no steals, and you get 1 point per correct answer. So, Turner, we're going to start with you, and you chose the Braves in the 90s. And Turner, your first question is, this is an all baseball round 2. All right. Oh, what just happened? There we go. Which team defeated the Braves in the 1992 World Series?
The Toronto Blue Jays?
You're damn right they did. All right. Moving on to your second question. Other than the strike year in 1994, what is the only year in the 90s that the Braves did not win their division?
Ooh.
So it's crazy when I looked this up. I completely forgot that before
Right.
strike, the Braves were in the West, because I was like, I originally wrote
Yeah,
the
yeah.
NL East, and I was like, they were in the West? What the hell?
I'm going to say 99.
Michael Turner, in 99, they went to the World Series,
Damn.
and they weren't the wild card. But it is 1990, the first year. 1990.
Yep, that makes sense. Yep, 91 was worst at first. Yep.
But speaking of the 90s, the Braves selected which player with the first overall pick of the 1990 MLB draft?
Say... Oh, God. Is that Steve Avery?
That is incorrect. A little bit more popular than that. We're looking for Chipper Jones.
Okay.
Chipper Jones. And your final question. Which team did the Braves trade Deion Sanders to in the 1994 season?
I do not remember that at all. Kansas City?
That is incorrect. We're looking for the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Okay.
Turner, you'll get an extra point, bringing you up to 5. I'm sorry that I did write that first question.
No, I figured.
Because dude in the chat said, ask him about the 96 World Series. I'm like, no, we don't talk about years of the Yankees won. That's not as fun. But Brandon, we're going to go to your question. You chose the Dodgers from 2014 to now. And your question is, which team did the Dodgers defeat in the 2020 World Series?
Tampa Bay Rays.
We're looking for the Devil Rays. I mean, sorry.
I thought about saying that. I was like, no, they changed their name and whatever.
All right. Second question. Which player won the Gold Glove for first base for the 2014 season?
14 would be Adrian Gonzalez.
That is correct. Next question. Which pitcher is the only to record 2 wins during the 2024 World Series? Why is dude booing Adrian Gonzalez in the chat? That's kind of rude. It's kind of rude, dude. San Diego Padres shirt.
I mean, it is on brand for him.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
That is incorrect. It was a little bit of a trick question in a way. It was a reliever, Blake Treinen, who got 2 wins in the World
I was
Series.
like, it's probably, yeah, because I know the starting pitching, yeah.
And your final question. Which all-star pitcher did the LA Dodgers select in the 9th round of the 2016 MLB draft? It's important because he was an all-star. It's not like I'm just asking you some random player.
Hey, now. He's an all-star. Get your game. Go play.
Dude is booing me for some reason. That's great. It's okay. It's okay. This is a Juan Soto shirt, dude. Fun fact for you. When I was in San Diego, I got this for $4.99. And I was like, I'll just always wear it with a hoodie, then no one will know it's a Juan Soto shirt. It just looks like a Padre shirt. This is a great logo.
Ah, my ring is stuck. There.
I'm going to say Nathan Eovaldi.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Tony Gosselin.
That's who I was blanking on his name, the Catman.
Yes, so you will still get 2 points to your total, which means we are still within tie territory, depending on how the battle zone goes. Because in the battle zone, we still have MLB, NHL, and NFL available. No NBA. So, because the battle zone works like this. A wheel will be spun featuring 4 big sports. Once the category shows that each player will guess 5 answers pertaining to the question on the screen, starting with the lowest score. 1 point per correct answer. So, we're going to bring back up that good old wheel. And we're going to see what we're playing. No NBA. Everything else still on the board. Dude's upset that the NBA went to... Okay, of course it's going to land on the NBA. I hate you, Wheel, so much. Wait, I think I can remove that because there's no NBA left in the other one, right? Yeah.
This is the most professional I've ever seen.
I can remove the NBA because there's no NBA left in anything. Dude's really upset about it. We're going to be playing an NFL Battle Zone.
Okay.
Alright. Is that the last one? Because there's NFL in there. Okay. Whoop. Away you go. Alright, so your NFL Battle Zone, there are still 2 remaining. You picked the first one, Brandon. 1 or 2?
2.
2 it is. So, your Battle Zone today, we're going to start with you, Turner. Let me just get my board ready. Is... Who are the first 10 teams to win a Super Bowl? Turner?
No.
We'll start with you.
I mean, we'll get 1 and 2 out of the way. Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
Damn it. That's what I put. That's the
Brandon.
only one. Chicago Bears.
Turner.
The New York Football Jets.
Jets can't play football. Brandon.
Say the Colts.
Okay. And Turner.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay. And Brandon.
I'll say the Cowboys.
Okay. Turner.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Speaking of that, did anyone see Drunk Michael Cole? That was great. Brandon.
The 49ers.
Okay. And Turner, your final one.
I think that's a good pick. Hedging my bets here. Miami Dolphins.
I was going to say last one.
And Brandon, your final one.
Ravens. Oh, no, that doesn't. Yeah.
They're a very recent team. But, hold that thought. So, the correct answers are the Packers, the Jets, the Chiefs, the Baltimore Colts. I did accept you for Colts for that.
That's why I said that.
Yeah,
On purpose.
Wow, you cheater. Cowboys, Dolphins, Steelers, Raiders, 49ers, and Redskins. So you didn't say Raiders or Redskins, but you guys got all 8 others, which means Turner, you got the 5-piece, bringing you up to 10. Brandon, you got 3. That brings you up to 11, which means 10 to 11, which means no tie today. No tie today. Dude says he went 9 for 10. Because which one did he? Oh, he put the Giants. Yeah, no, the Giants not in.
Only Gonsolin got us a tie.
All right, so we're gonna go to that dreaded final round with a very close game. Because the final round works like this: the player currently in the lead will choose a number between 1 and 3 to shuffle the 20 possible questions for the final round. The player with the lowest score will then choose 3 numbers between 1 and 20. Players will answer at the same time, and you get 3 points per correct answer. Brandon. How many times we shuffle in the final round between 1 and 3?
3.
Unos, dos, tres it is. 1, 2, and 3. Now Turner, 3 numbers between 1 and 20.
Looks like my boy Lil John. We're gonna go 3, 6, 9 because damn she fine.
Hey, yes, damn, she is fine. All right, your first question comes in the category of the World Series. And your question is: the 1944 World Series was contested between 2 teams from which same U.S. city? Yeah, dude missed the Dolphins in that battle zone.
The Bob Greasy Dolphins, I'm pretty sure.
Brandon, are you in?
I'm in.
So, yeah, Turner, whenever you're good.
I'm fine.
Okay, whenever you're good, Turner. What do you got?
I didn't know we had that many. I'm gonna say Chicago.
Okay, and Brandon.
Between Chicago and New York.
Well, I will let you know that it's currently a city that does not have 2 teams. And
Huh?
it was the St. Louis Cardinals defeating the St. Louis Browns. 1994 World Series, so no points there. St. Louis. So we go on to your second question in the category of blunders. And your question is: which quarterback was responsible for the infamous butt fumble in the NFL in 2012?
Locked in.
Big fan of the butt fumble, are you there, Turner?
I was at work watching that game.
All right. Looks like you guys are both in. Turner, what do you got?
That would be Mark Dirty Sanchez.
Disgusting. Brandon.
Mark Sanchez.
You're not going to say dirty? That's kind of rude. All right, yes. Mark Sanchez is correct. A little bit of an easier one there in the final round. We'll take that off the board. We're going to question number category 9, which corresponds to the MLB Awards. And your question at the game on the line is, which Hall of Fame third baseman was the first to win the Platinum Glove for the American League when it was first introduced in 2011? Platinum Glove being the higher than the Gold Glove, given to the best fielder in their league. Hall of Fame third baseman. Dude always tells me how easy these questions are. Like, I hope when it's his match against you, Brandon, that it ends up on, like, combat sports, auto racing. Let's take your time. Crucial moment here in the match. 13-14. Dude's holding on by the seat of his pants, being like, come on, Brandon, get this right. Come on, Turner, don't fake your way into it. You better hope it does, dude. You better hope it does.
I don't think that's right.
I gotta guess. It's the best I can come up with.
Brandon, you're in?
I just erased my correct answer.
Okay. Dude said he's going to get 20 points in the next match. All right.
Nice.
So, Michael Turner, what do you have?
I'm not even sure he played in the American League, but I said Scott Rowland.
Oh, no. I erased Scott Rowland.
And Brandon, what'd you put?
I put Adrian Beltre.
That may be right.
All right. So, the winner of this match, I'm giving you 2 points to their win total for the win, is, with the correct answer of Adrian Beltre. Brandon, you're getting the win. Adrian Beltre is correct. Scott Rowland, honestly, not a bad guess, but
that's what I had. I don't remember.
I think he would have been on the Reds then, because he would have been on the Blue Jays, and they traded him for. Actually, they traded him for Edwin Encarnacion. Fun fact.
Okay. I was like, there's no way it's Wade Boggs. He was retired way before.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, Adrian Beltre is the correct answer. Brandon picking up 17 points, giving you 2 points to your total. And now it all comes down to that last match with Dude, but Turner, it also has a lot to do with what you do against Papa in the final week as well. Still a clusterfuck here. Maybe it'll end up in like some weird like 4-way tie. Who knows?
That'd be awesome.
But Brandon, your thoughts on this W and your thoughts for the Dude in the end.
I feel good. I feel much better this match than the last match. Still won it on a LA Dodger this time instead of an LA King, so that was nice. So keep writing those LA questions. That's nice. So hopefully I get something about, Smush Parker or, some random ass Laker in the next round against Dude. But yeah, I'm going to take out my frustration on Dude next round, because if he didn't retire, then I wouldn't have left Jordan, and then I wouldn't have lost to Turner. So all of this comes down to the Dude just deciding to quit, and that's what caused me all my pain the last week. So I'm coming for him.
You sure are. Turner, you have that matchup against Papa in the final round, who's getting married this weekend.
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah.
So who knows when we'll have that, but we'll do it at some point. We have 3 other matches we can still play before we get to there. But Turner, your thoughts on this match, and what do you think for the future of you at CWT Sports?
Listen, I like playing. I feel like I'm learning things, but in terms of like this being a strength of mine, absolutely not. We'll see what the future entails there. But I mean, I've retired and unretired and retired and unretired from wrestling trivia so much that it's become a running joke at this point. I'm the Terry Funk of the trivia circles. But This was a lot of fun. I'm super stoked to get 13. I feel like the combat zones have gone much better for me in sports than they go in wrestling. So who knows how that goes? But yeah, as long as I'm having fun and as long as the people enjoy watching, I will probably be around.
It's true. We do, and we love having you here because we have special plans for you for CWT 500 once we get there. It's coming soon, Turner. Probably this summer.
Joey, I'm coming.
So, but before we leave, Brandon, you have a special visitor.
No.
Uh-oh.
Listen, man. I was gonna take it easy on you, but then you had to go and lose the championship belts that I helped get cast. But now I'm gonna have to take it out on you. And this is you brought a bad name. You were led in the pepperoni factory for what, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and you lost. So now I'm angry, and now I'm gonna have to take it out on you, like how we took out JB3, how we kicked him out of the pepperoni factory. And 20 points. That's what I'm scoring. Guaranteed. At least, minimum, 20 points.
Well, listen, why don't we kick Cass out, then you and I rematch against 3PO?
What?
But I did have that thought, but I'm done. I'm done forever.
Well, I'm going to score 21. Okay, I'm calling my... Look at that. Which famous baseball player once did that? You know that answer?
Yeah, the great Bambino, and
that's
who's
here?
gonna curse.
No, it was Babe Ruth.
He's gonna curse you like he cursed the Red Sox, and apparently cursed Aaron Judge in Game 5 of the World Series. You're gonna drop the ball in my match just like Aaron Judge did. How do you like that, Apple?
I don't like
I think he would like that because that's what led to the Dodgers win the World
Yeah,
Series.
it helped me.
Yeah, you know what? You've been reminding me of the 2024 World Series. You reminded me of the 2012 Stanley Cup.
Damn, there's a huge
the Lakers.
thing
The Lakers pissed me off too. I know you're not that big into basketball, but I'm gonna have to take that out on you, Tim.
Yeah, it's the Lakers and the Celtics, the Dodgers and the Yankees, the Kings and the Devils, and what's the sport?
You know who the 2012 Stanley? I'm gonna win for Adam Henrique. I'm gonna win.
Did the Rams ever beat the Giants in the playoffs? No, they're in the same division. Did the Rams and Giants are in the same division?
Oh.
You like the Rams, right, Brandon?
No, I'm a Packers fan.
Oh, Packers.
But here, see this Anthony Volpe card? It's really nice, right?
I got...
It's really nice, right? Look at that.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
You know
Oh, no!
No.
This is getting heated.
I'm not gonna rip this up because I like Derek Jeter. But
I had another card of all three. Where is it?
How about this Marcus Stroman card?
And then these
you can rip that one up.
Protected, so they can't be.
Listen, I'm gonna do it for every you know who I'm gonna win this for? I'm gonna win this for let's name some Yankees legend Andrew McCutchen, Yankees legend Edwin Encarnacion, not Jay Bruce. Fuck you, Jay Bruce.
Fuck Jay Bruce.
Who we got on here? We got Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, and Verdugo, and that's gone.
Oh, no!
No, this is personal now. This is
no.
personal now.
Yeah, you're gonna fight it out. They're fighting it out as we go to the...
If this was a contract signing, you